Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. In this time, I want to tell you about what are the differences between explanation text and also procedure text. Have you ever heard about procedure text, or maybe in junior high school you have learned about procedure text, and now in senior high school it's time for you to learn about explanation text. So, what are the differences between explanation text and procedure text? Let's enjoy my video. Well, we will start to learn about the differences between explanation text and procedure text. Yes, there are some differences between explanation text and procedure text. These are the differences between explanation text and procedure text. It's about the definition or the purpose of the text, and then the structure of the text, and also the focus of the text, and some examples of the topic between explanation and procedure text. Let's try to analyze one by one. Yes, the first one is the definition or the purpose of explanation text and procedure text. There are two boxes here, so which one is the definition of explanation text? Can you guess? Or which one is the definition of procedure text? Yes, you are right. The first one, box number 1, is the definition of explanation text, and box number 2 is the definition of procedure text. Can you see the differences between explanation and procedure text? Yes, that's true. Explanation text is a text that explain about a phenomena, or maybe natural, cultural, social, or certain event in our life or in our environment. And what do you think about procedure text? Yes, procedure text is a text that describe about how to do or how to use something. Usually, it can be called as giving instructions. Next, we are going to discuss and try to analyze about the structure of explanation text and procedure text. Yes, there are some differences about the structure of explanation and procedure text. Which one is explanation? Yes, that's true. Explanation text is the first one, the box number 1, and procedure text is box number 2. Okay, the structure of explanation text is general statement, and the second one is sequence of explanation. So, general statement explain or tell about the phenomena or the event generally, and the second one is sequence of explanation, means the series or processes of the phenomena or the event that happen. Procedure text consists of 3 parts. The first one is goal or aim. What is the goal of your text? For example, how to make a glass of orange juice. And the second is the materials or ingredients to do something or to use something. The last one, number 3, part of procedure text is steps. how to do or how to use something. Next, we'll discuss and analyze about the focus of the text, explanation and procedure text. The first one, box number 1, explanation text, focus on the process or detailed process of something. Usually, explanation texts tell about the phenomena about nature, social, culture, science, etc. And usually, explanation texts use passive voice. For example, the flood is caused by blah blah blah. And usually, explanation texts tell about non-human participants. It means about phenomena or certain event about nature, culture, social, or science, etc. What about procedure text? Yes, box number 2 is about procedure text. So, what is procedure text focus on? Yes, that's true. Procedure text focus on giving instructions. The next point of procedure text focus on using present tense. Usually use action verb. For example, you can see here. Yes, and the last point of procedure text is usually generalized by human or usually it's about mainly processes. So it's about how to do something by human or people, and we can do it, we can use it by following some steps of procedure text. Yes, and this is time for us to know about some examples of explanations and procedure text. Yes, there are some examples of explanation or procedure text topic or title. You can see here some examples of explanation and procedure text. Box number 1 or box 1 is about example of explanation text. You can read it by yourself. And box number 2 is about examples of procedure text. So, can you find the differences between explanation and procedure text? Yes, thank you. Well, I will give one example of explanation. How the rain happened. It means the text or explanation text will tell you about the process of the rain happen. The process about why does the rain happen in our life. One example of procedure text is how to make a cup of coffee. So, you need some materials, ingredients, and also steps about making coffee. Can you see the differences between explanation and procedure text? Hopefully, you can find it. Now, let's play a games. This is the games. Can you find the explanation text title? Which one is included as explanation text title? Can you guess it? Yes, that's true. There are 3 explanation text titles. The first one is how does the tree grow? And the second is, how can we taste a food? And what is the number 3 of explanation text title? Yes, that's true. Why is ocean blue? Now, the next game. Can you find the procedure text title? Yes, of course. There are 2 procedure text titles. The first one is how to make milk tea. And the second is how to use rice cooker. Thank you for playing these games. Yes, the last topic that we are going to discuss is the example of explanation text and procedure text. To make sure about, do you understand about explanation or procedure text? Let's see. This is the example of the text. What is the type of the text? Can you guess it? Yes, that's true. This is the example of explanation text. The title is How Bees Make Honey. So, this is the explanation about how bees make honey. So, the process of bees making honey, or the process of honey formed. Next, this is the example of the text. What is the type of the text? Of course, this is procedure text. The title of the text is How to Make Honey Tea. There are some materials or ingredients, and there are some steps that you have to do in making honey tea. So, do you understand about the differences between explanation and procedure text? Yes. I hope that you really understand and you can differentiate between explanation and procedure text. Thank you for watching. Happy learning and stay healthy. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.